Okay, so I'm going to attempt to do a reading. The Love Tarot, Past Life, Pocket Dictionary, maybe some tarot cards. I left the Goddess Oracle deck at home. So Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Camul, Archangel Ezekiel, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Sariel, Archangel Azizel, Archangel Zondek. Ascended Masters with good intention, Ancestors, Highest Self, Highest Me, Inner Child, Even Shadow Side, Mother, Father, Geb Newt, Divine Universe. Thank you for all that you do for me. Thank you for all the signs and synchronicities. Thank you for everything that you do behind the scenes, even the shit I don't see. Thank you for always lifting me up and making sure I have more than enough, even when other people don't give a fuck. Thank you for giving me any opportunity to learn the lessons here in the 3D that I need be in order to grow the way I should be. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for all the gifts and the wisdom and knowledge that you pass down to me here in the 3D. Thank you for protecting me from that which is unseen. Thank you for allowing me to get the rest and the sleep that I need be here in the 3D. Any messages that you have for me or the collective, please, with your good intention, come through accordingly. Okay. See what you got. Virgin. That's been coming up a lot lately. The whole idea of Virgin Mary or being not celibate. Celibate's different from abstinent. Being abstinent. That's been coming up a lot lately. Okay, scientific. Pertaining to science. Versed in science according to the rules or principles of science. Okay, so rules and principles stood out to me. What else we got? Find, finding, found. To come upon, to discover, to recover, to get, to perceive, to supply, to declare, by verdict. Verdict, okay, so something to do with judiciary, maybe. Discovery, the thing found. I know there's a lot of, well, I know nothing, but I remember a whole lot. There's a lot of people going through their trials right now, spiritually, from what I understand. Okay, if you're not on board with any of this stuff and this doesn't interest you or you don't understand it, please skip or go to the next video. So yeah, there's a lot of court trials and stuff like that, and people being held accountable for the shit that they've done in the past, including myself. The worse shit that you've done, the worse off you're probably going to be. However, we have a lot of individuals right now who are trying to project and pass off or swap with other people, and it's very fucking annoying, because those of us that haven't done no harm to other individuals, nothing heinous, no big crimes, nothing like that, have a clean record, are being like targeted by people who have done some fucked up shit so that they can kind of swap us out or try to swap energies with us, and it's not okay. I do not give permission for anybody to do that with me, clearly. Monopoly. An exclusive trading privilege. Excuse me. An exclusive trading privilege. Assumption of anything to be, or anything to the exclusion of others. They made that a game. Let me read that again. An exclusive trading privilege. Assumption of anything to the exclusion of others. That's messed up. White car. Dawn. A title corresponding to English Mr. specifically. An important person. Well, I guess it could be Mrs. too nowadays. Doesn't matter. An important person. or personage, a resident fellow of a college, at an Oxford or Cambridge, person stopping on a bridge. One-lane bridge. Distracted. Okay. To put on, to invest with. A Don, I think that could also be part of the mafia as well. That could be a last name. D on. It's funny. If you look at CD, if you think of your brain as two hemispheres, right and left, and you got C and D. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. I know it sounds weird, but visually, the way I see some things is like with an artistic point of view. So when it comes to signs, symbols, or numbers, or letters, or runes, or anything like that, like even just seeing human anatomy, I see certain things within it. Okay. Okay, what else we got? Ooh, and today I found a marble. Found a marble. It's a blue one, and it's so pretty. It's very nice. I'm gonna keep it. And I'm wearing blue today. All about the throat chakra. Okay. Dew. Dew would also be yellow. And that's solar plexus. That's inner child. Auxiliary, doing, pray. Did or done, to perform, to bring about, to pay as honor to transact, to finish, to prepare, to cook, to act, to behave, to fare in health, to succeed, to suffice, to avail. Do. Do. Maybe you need to work on your solar plexus, or maybe you're currently right now doing really well and you're flying high and nobody's bugging you and you're in your solar plexus energy. You're due, which is in the present, by the way. That's like here and now. I'm gonna pull a card for that. Queen of Cups. Love, 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 love. Love you too. Insulin, a substance extracted from the pancreas of animals. Pancreas, very important. Okay. And found beneficial in insulin, a substance extracted from the pancreas of animals. I did not know. I guess there could be synthetic form? Or is that all from other animals? So they take it from other animals to inject into humans? That would be part of their DNA too. It's part of their body. That's weird. I need to know more about that. I want to know more about that. That's weird. That would be for diabetes or anything like that. Keep in mind, fasting might help you reboot and rewire your body. I'm working on that right now. Enrapture. Enrapture. To transport with rapture. To delight beyond measure. Delight. Again, that goes hand in hand with the sunshine. What else you got here? Hopefully we get some sun coming out. I see the stars out. It's clear sky. It'll be sunny tomorrow, I'm hoping. Bone. A hard surface forming the framework of an animal. Something made of bone. Boning. Bones. To take out bones from. Okay, what else you got? What about the insulin? Pull a card for that. Four of clubs in reverse. Four of clubs in reverse. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. That's 7. Four of clubs in reverse. Why the fuck would we have 4 clubs in reverse? That's weird. Loss of full tranquility, unfulfilled romance, insecurity, tarnished beauty, incomplete happiness. Insecurity. Insecurity. Insulin. Loss of full tranquility. Now, I know it says that your mental state has a lot to do with your health and your well-being, clearly, because when we are not controlling our emotions, or we have specific emotions, or pain even, emotionally, that can develop into the physical. I wonder what the pancreas has, what emotion that connects to. You know, kind of like reflexology, or the needles. What do you call that? How each one, well, it's the same with chakras as well. They go hand in hand with color, sound, pitch, frequency, emotion, which is a chemical. So if it comes down to insulin, which is the pancreas, or I'm not sure what part of our body produces the insulin, it comes down to, I wonder what trauma or what emotion that would be connected to. Loss. Grieving? I don't know. Detergent. Cleansing. Purging. That which cleanses. Again, fasting helps to reboot everything. It kind of, it also helps boost your immune system, by the way. Fasting. Not telling you to do it. And right now I'm currently struggling with the fasting. I was supposed to start not supposed to. I wanted to start 3 weeks ago, and I just keep eating something. Radix, a root, as of a plant, or a word, source or origin. Yeah, the source of. So get to the root of the cause of the problem, whatever it may be. Sometimes I've noticed even people that don't stand up for themselves, or have unresolved issues with certain people, they'll even get if they act cowardice in a way, not saying they are a coward, but they're acting out of cowardice, that they'll have issues with their lower back. Left knee, a lot of that has to do with your spiritual connection. Ears ringing, all that shit. So yeah, everything's connected. Do your research. Be curious. Get into it. Find the root of it. And roots of anything, roots of plants, can be medicinal. Cornucopia? The representation of a horn filled with fruit, flowers, and grain, a symbol of plenty and peace. That can also be Capricorn? Capricorn's full word, I think, is Capricornus. Capricornus. Just like Scorpius instead of Scorpio. Or Cancerian instead of just saying the fucking word Cancer. Think of how many people say that word and what it relates to. Instead of, for tarot, they should be saying Cancerian. Cancerian. Words are powerful. You have all these people saying, oh, it's Cancer, it's a crab. No, strike that. It's Cancerian. Straddle. Straddling, straddle. 2 spread legs wide, set astride. Kind of like how they do the crab walk. 2 stride across, to drop. Ooh. To drop BOMBS along or across a target so as to cover a large area. Now, why would those two go hand in hand? How is something you do physically, why would they call that for dropping BOMBS? I don't like that. Hi. Can we get a card for that? Straddle. Two of coins. Juggling. Possibly. Two of coins. How is that? Difficulty in launching new projects, difficult situations, new troubles, or embarrassment. How does that coincide with, well, I guess Cancerian? Maybe a Cancerian is embarrassed. Maybe a Cancerian's juggling. Maybe there's a whole lot of shit dropping on them. Widespread. Trying to keep balanced. You got the water in the background there. So maybe trying to keep balance. Because Cancerians are usually pretty good. They're usually pretty good at keeping their emotions, you know, going with the flow and stuff like that. They're pretty good at handling it. But I guess not all of them are. Some of them you use crutches. Like drinking, smoking, stuff like that. Maybe ease off on the crutches a little bit and start doing your physiotherapy of the brain. Okay, so that's 2 medical things we come out with so far. 3 of coins. In my eyes, I see that's the keys. So maybe get your body back on track, get your body aligned so you can get your keys. Or you'd use your keys properly for specific doors. Okay, what else we got? Attention, active attending, heed, courtesy. To be courteous. Heed a warning. You could stand at attention. So if you're standing by somebody, maybe you're seeking attention outside yourself. What else we got here? Number. An aggregate of units or a single unit. A numeral. Many, one of numbered series of things. Part of a periodical metrical arrangement of syllables. Difference in form in words to express unity or plurality. To reckon. To enumerate. To put a number on. To reach the number of. We got black and silver. To reach the number of. To reach the number of. What number do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 9. It's Cancerian. 9 again. Auto. Depot. A place of deposit. Headquarters of a regiment. A railway station. So all the stores that are called depot. That's interesting. A railway station. Something to do with a train again. I had a dream that had something to do with trains. A couple dreams with trains in them. Maybe you have something to do with your bank. You're going to be placing a deposit. Maybe you have a specific place you go to that you get together with a bunch of people. Headquarters. A regiment. Maybe you're part of the military. If you are, I salute you. Thank you for the work that you do. As long as you're doing it with good intention. Black car. Okay. You get a card for that. And today, when I was at the Tim Hortons, I seen a bag on the side there. One of those fabric bags. And it said the Canadian Armed Forces, I think. Yeah, something to do like that. which is interesting. I didn't know they had made bags, but I guess anybody can. You're not the fool. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, you know better. You do things calculated, so you're not willing to just take a risk. You've got more than enough information in your brain that you don't just jump to or go walking along the side of the cliff, which is good. You may not be too in touch with your emotions at this time. That's okay. That could mean that you're just you got your emotions in check. So you've practiced. Excuse me, I'm just moving some stuff around here. Silver. Page of Swords. I've been seeing that a lot lately. So you got the Fool and you got the Page of Swords. Dispatch. To send away in haste, to put to death, to perform quickly, to conclude, to act dispatching, communication on public business, speedy performance, due diligence. So something of a job. If you're part of the justice system, maybe you're part of the government or something like that, but the justice system and your job is to make judgments, you're not a fool. So make sure that you're not abusing your privileges and your power over or authority over others. That would be a smart thing to do. If not, that just comes back to you. Because we got too many people in the judicial system that are not, they're not technically following the way that is beneficial to everybody. So there's got to be some sort of balance come in. If you're in a high-ranking position and you've been doing your job and you've been doing the right thing and you have healed yourself and you're not basing everything strict out of emotion, right? You're not a fool, then you should be getting an advancement. You may even be moving. What else we got here? You may have to call judgment on loyal people. Well, if it's, or a stranger. Loyal person, stranger with good intention. No judgment needed there. If they're not being rude or whatever. If they're being kind to you. You don't have to raise your sword. Oh, where are we? Let's get back on track here. You know what's funny? Today I picked up a few items for like the marketplace and I accidentally picked up a bag that was on the deck. It was a porch pickup and the person contacted me. It was a bag of pants with the rest of the boxes. Actually, it wasn't a box. It was just a box full of pants and I was like, okay, this is awesome, right? I was really happy, but then the person was contacting me because I left my card. I was like, well, it's a good thing I left my card because they're like, oh no, that wasn't part of it, but I did set it out on the porch. I just didn't separate it from like the rest of the stuff or whatever. And so I returned it and I'm like, that goes to show you right there. Just because you're grateful for something and something comes to you, it wasn't necessarily maybe meant for you. So it can be taken away. So don't be too upset or get too attached to things, okay? Because sometimes it's just like a rerouting. Like if you're driving, you get rerouted. Sometimes it's just not meant to be the way that you're supposed to go or the item you're supposed to have or whatever. Yeah. So somebody in the military, maybe vigilance, agility, spying. Maybe it's somebody that's doing the inner workings, somebody in high places that is around a bunch of people that are corrupt, and they're going to start speaking upon certain things. Discreet person, active youth, a Lilith figure, Person adept at perceiving. Hopefully anybody that does know what's going on and they see what's going on, they speak up because they know it's the right thing to do instead of just staying quiet, which is also a choice but can be detrimental to yourself or others. Discerning and uncovering the unknown or that which is less than obvious. So your insight, your third eye, your intuition, if you're really skilled at that sort of thing. Okay, let's see what else we got here. 25 minutes. I'll do island wellness. We got some flipped around here. Okay. Preferably higher vibrations to get whatever messages need to come out, please. Try to do the best I can to discern. Alright. What you got? Island wellness. Let's do the love section here. Sound. Listen. Okay. Mirror. Mirroring each other. Self-image relationships reflect our wounds. Introspection. I'm going to say this again, which I've said before. Sometimes you're a mirror to your partner, and sometimes they're a mirror to you. Each individual that we come up against, or that we are collaborating with, or that come into our lives, is to show us a part of ourselves. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, but it's only negative if we are not healed and don't understand ourselves well enough to heal that part of ourselves to move forward. So if there's something that irks you or really pisses you off about another person, it's generally going to be something within yourself that you haven't addressed just quite yet. If it's your partner, you're going to have to go within, take a minute. Why does this specific thing bother me so much? And get down to the root of it. Again, that root came up. Labels. Don't worry about labels. Don't worry about labels. People are going to label all the time. If you don't want to label, specifically state that. Don't label me that. Or don't call me that. Or we don't have to label each other as something. Don't put the pressure on it. If you really truly respect the other person, then you shouldn't need a label. Karmic relationships. White car. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. May I say one thing? You can still love a person so very, very much, but not be in love with them. You can care about a person and respect a person, but not want to be with them. Karmic relationships are meant to teach us something. Sometimes they turn into divine relationships when they're both learning, when they're going through their healing journey, their dark night of the soul together, and they've managed to start doing the healing work. Sometimes those relationships last and they're the strongest, but sometimes they just end up with hurt and pain and ping-ponging back and forth negative energy that's not having any lessons learned. It's like nobody's going within, nobody's taking the time to figure out their triggers, heal from their turmoil or any traumas they've gone through, which creates resentment, especially when a person's not taking the accountability, when they're not actually admitting that the way they're treating another person may be a certain way. It's all lessons. And yeah, you can love a person, but you don't have to hold on to them. You can let them go. So that's more sad. Can we get like a more positive card for those couples that are doing really well right now since Valentine's Day just passed? How's them couples, the new ones, doing, or the strong ones? Got 2. Love call. Maybe you'll be getting a love call from your loved one. Some expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know the best kind of relationship is one with communication, full on, fully. Communication was always important. White car. Palm tree, hand in hand. Every time I see palm trees now, that's all I think about. For the palm of your hand, palm and palm tree. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Mwah. What beautiful energy. Communication and stability and being able to grow with each other. If you're single right now, enjoy your single life. Just don't focus on being with somebody. If you have occasionally thoughts of who you want to be with, get that out of your head. Just instead of thinking of a person, think of the qualities. No face. Draw a face with no fucking, like a circle. A head with no facial features. Don't pick a person per se. Just think of the qualities that you want to have in an individual and then go about your business. Keep yourself distracted. Do what you love. Work on yourself. Do your healing. Do your shadow work. Whatever you want to do. Keep your vibrations high, staying in the present. So don't worry about not being engaged to. It might not be the one. Do you really, if it's karmic? If you've had more tears than laughter, do you really want to force something when lessons aren't being learned? Are you learning your lessons? Just be careful with that. I know even myself in the past wanted certain things. And it was for the best it didn't happen. Okay, one more for the singles. One more card for the singles. How's our singles doing? Addiction. Oh, you got the organ in the back. That's very dramatic. And then we got 11:45. It's 11. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block or restraint. See the little girl there? She's got like a ball and chain, but it's shaped in the form of a heart, walking around with her head down. Hands to the side, no emotion, just dragging that heart. Whoever broke your heart, or if you feel brokenhearted, do you love you? Did you forget about your inner child? Did you say hello to them lately? Have you been neglecting them? Did you even acknowledge them lately? Yourself, you. Have you been pampering yourself, taking care of yourself?